Welcome to the second video in Harvey Mudd College's Linux tutorial series. This video will teach you about the file system on a Linux machine, what it is, how it is organized, and how to navigate it. As you might guess from the name, the file system is the method a Linux system uses for storing and organizing files. In general, ordinary files are stored in directories that work a lot like folders on a standard PC. In reality, the file system is a tree, like the diagram shown here. Each leaf on the tree represents a file or an empty directory. Each node on the tree represents a directory. The directory immediately above another file or directory on the tree is its parent directory. For instance, bin is the parent directory of bash, and prof is the parent directory of projects. A directory can have 0, 1, or many files and subdirectories inside of it. The highest level directory is root, indicated with a slash. You can think of it as the parent of all other directories on your computer. Underneath root are a lot of other high-level directories. Most of them are default directories that are built into Linux systems to conform to standards, such as bin, which holds binary files, etc, which has admin files, home, which contains users' home directories, and tmp, which contains temporary files. However, users can add directories too. Let's use Knuth as an example. I've already logged in, and the first thing I will do is go to the root directory. Now that I'm in the root directory, I will list the files inside. Here, we see many of the default directories, but we also see some, such as clinic and research, that our user, or more likely system administrator, added. In general, you should avoid making or editing files in the root directory. Use your home directory for that instead. Now, we'll go over some commands you can use to navigate the file system. The first is pwd, which stands for Print Working Directory. This tells you which directory you are currently in. In this case, the slash tells us that we are still in the root directory. Another useful command is ls, which stands for list. ls lists the files inside your current directory. You can use the -l option with ls to get additional information on the files in your current directory. You can also specify another directory to list the contents of by typing its name after the command. Finally, you can use the command cd to change directories. Type cd followed by the name of the directory you want to go to and press enter. If you type cd/, you'll be taken to the root directory. If you type cd tilde, you'll be taken to your home directory. And if you type cd ... you'll be taken to a parent directory. You can use pwd to check where in the file system you are. This brings us to another important topic. How do we specify where to go in the file system? The answer is paths. There are two kinds of paths, absolute paths and relative paths. Absolute paths give instructions to a file starting at the root or top-level directory. Relative paths give instructions to a file starting from your working or current directory. To give a path, type a list of directories starting at the highest level, separated by slashes. For instance, if this tree represents the file system on our machine, the absolute path to data1 is /home/hmud/researchfiles/data1. However, if our working directory is hmud, the relative path to data1 is researchfiles/data1. Notice that the relative path does not begin with a slash because we are not starting at the root directory. Congratulations! You can now navigate the file system using path names and the commands pwd, cd, and ls.